Are recording. So, welcome to another Monday with Margie. Looks like we got somebody hopping on. Hopefully, you say hi when you come on, and tell me how you're doing. How are things going? We're closing out campaign 4 tomorrow. I hope that you were able to do some shopping in the sale portion of our website. We get some good deals, our customers get some good deals. I hope that went well. So tonight, the topic that was kind of brought up to me was taking payments. And it is something that we haven't really discussed. Um, Taking prepayments is important because that really stops us from, getting stuck with product that isn't paid for. That's a huge thing. Uh, you don't want to be, stuck with it. And I found that if you get prepayment, they are more likely to come on over and get their stuff or be ready to have you meet them or however you work your business. It works a little smoother because you're not, um, looking for them and trying to hunt them down because they know that you want payment to go with their Avon order and they're not quite ready. Well, hey, they've already prepaid and you don't have to worry about it. So don't use your own money to cover customer payments. It just really isn't a good business practice. And even family has been known to kind of have problems come up. I mean, you order something and everywhere else you order, you have to pay right as you order. So for them to expect us to not take payment right as they're ordering is kind of, it's very old school Avon. And as everything changes, they need to expect that we're like any other store out there. They have to pay when when they order their product. If I go on Amazon, if I go on Etsy, if I go on any other place, I shop with another direct seller. I have to pay when I order, and then it gets delivered to me. So it shouldn't be any different for us. It shouldn't. So don't use your money, don't get stuck with those orders. And like I said, it just makes for a lot smoother transaction because it's already paid for and they're going to want to pick it up. Now, I understand that you don't want to make two trips. You don't want to have to go get that cash and then turn around and place the order and then go take back their order to them. That's a whole lot. I understand that. So, as we talked about moving forward with the times, we definitely have more options. At one point we only had PayPal. That was pretty much the only way for us to transfer money back and forth between people, friends, family, whatnot, business transactions, that kind of thing. But it has really opened up to where we have a a big variety of ways to accept payment. It's gotten to where I think I have I want to say I almost want to say 8 or 9 different payment methods that I accept. Um, so let's go over some of them. Um, the biggest one is the easiest one, to do is Square because you can take any kind of payment from anybody. So you can literally get it on your phone or one of those little devices, and they just tap your phone and pay. Um, so you can do it that way. For me, where I work completely from home, they can call me with their credit card number, and I just take their payment right onto my desktop. You can work it from a phone or a desktop, so that's nice too. So you can take it over the phone, or you can do it in person, and they can pay. Again, that in person though is where you have to make that extra trip. So taking it over the phone for me is fantastic because I can take that order. And even when I'm placing orders for customers online, If they're not familiar with a computer, if they're just not comfortable with it, and they really just don't want to deal with it, I will place their order for them. I am an order taker at that point. I'm helping guide their selections because I'm very knowledgeable. So I'm not just a plain old order taker, I'm customer service and order taker in one. But as we talk through it, we build their order. Then I'm able to take their payment through Square and just take their debit card information, put it into my Square, and then basically what I do is I transfer. Now their order will be held for a day, but I will uh, put the order through Square, put it into my bank account, and then go ahead and place the order once it is cleared through my bank. But it's guaranteed because it's through Square. It's not a check. I don't have to worry about it bouncing. Um, Square's going to take the money right then. And I just tell them, just look for, I use Square, just look for that transaction. So that one is easy. And you just go to, square.com and you can look through all of their options. But like I said, I just use the one on the desktop personally. Like I said, I'm working from home. So I'm not meeting anyone to take a payment in person. Um, other options to be able to take payment. Um, I know a lot of people use Venmo. I use Venmo a lot. Again, that is just like a PayPal. You can use PayPal too. It's still there. Um, Using friends and family helps with charges. Excuse me, my throat was getting dry. Um, so you can use PayPal, but you can also use Venmo. It's an app on your phone. I've only used it on my phone. And that is where you just sign up for an account. It's free. And then with all of the app services that I'm going to talk about from here on out, they are apps. You have them on your phone. When a customer wants to use them, they'll say, um, what is your kind of your handle? What do you go by? Because they will give you your own name, and then that's how you give them to them. You can give them a QR code, or you can give them, and that's another thing too, is that with these Square and all of them, you can use a QR code. And so if you're doing events or something like that, they can scan it and send you payment right there. So that's a really great thing about these apps. Um, so basically you send them up their information, they enter their credit card number. They do have to have um with Square, they don't have to have an app. They just give you their debit card numbers. But some people don't feel, comfortable with that. I find some do, some don't. Um, but with Venmo, Cash App, um, what am I thinking? Venmo, Cash App. Let me get my phone. What all do I have on my phone? Let's take a look here. That way so I know I'm going to forget them. Okay, so PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Square, and Zelle. Those are the ones I have. So Venmo and Cash App, and PayPal are all going to work where you just give them your information and then they can pay you. All of them are free. Venmo and Cash App, if you do a standard transfer to your bank 1 to 3 days, it is free to get the money from them to your bank. So that, again, no fees, but they do have an instant to your bank for a small fee. But if you can stay away from fees, do it. I mean, if you're placing an order on a certain day, to have your customers, and that's it. I tell my customers I'm placing my order on Friday. I don't really place it until Sunday. Now, that doesn't help so much with the payment apps, but my customers are really good about, making sure that they kind of get theirs in before Friday. So, um, making sure that you give a couple of days for that money to be able to get into your account for free is what I'm saying. Um, so those are two, and you just go get the app, and download it to your phone and make an account. Zelle is, you can get the app, but I know for me, it is one that is automatic with my bank. So I still, people are still able to pay me through it, but it literally goes directly to my bank, and vice versa. Sometimes it comes straight out of their bank into my bank. So Zelle can be something that you need to see if your bank offers, or because it is more bank oriented. Um, but I have found a lot more people that do want to use Zelle. It is because it is specifically with their bank. So no fees, just transfer over. I do like Zelle. So that's another way to do it. What was I gonna say? I was going somewhere with that. So, that way people can prepay. There's no extra traveling involved. And I'm thinking what I was wanting to say was about uh Facebook. Oh, yeah, that's what I was wanting to say. There is Facebook Pay. If you are one of those people that use Facebook Pay and you are friends on Facebook, you can transfer through Facebook. And again, literally, it goes from their debit card or their account to your account, wherever you can. I mean, you can set up Facebook Pay to go to your bank account or to PayPal. So you choose. So if you're friends on Facebook, that's another option. So Facebook Pay, that's another one I use. My kids are really big into Facebook Pay. They use that and have me transfer them money all the time through there. So that's getting bigger. Some people, don't want to have their information out on Facebook. Totally understandable. All of these apps are just, who do you feel comfortable having your information out there with? So kind of build it. I really did just start with PayPal and Square. And then as my customers started saying, hey, I use Apple Pay too. See right there, a customer asked, do you use Apple Pay? Yes, I have Apple Pay. So as customers asked which ones I used, I kind of just signed up for them, and it was just easy to keep, that kind of thing going, so that I have a variety to offer if somebody wants to prepay me that way, and we get rid of that, having to make an extra trip. And I do have people that, I have people that pick up from me, and it may be that, you are, getting orders from work or whatnot. Cash is fine. I have people that stop by and drop your cash off early, um, just because they're in the area anyway. They live right by me. They're like, I'm 5 minutes away. Can I just drop off cash? Absolutely. Who does not, who has a problem with cash? Not me. So, so definitely that is another way to take orders, or to take payments. So cash is lovely. We love it when everybody's flashing cash and saying, this is what I got today. Personally, never done it, but I have that opportunity where I could flash some cash and say, hey, this is what came in today. So it's exciting. Um, yeah, that, and then again, you have to deposit it, so make sure you have time to get it in the bank and be able to, and you can make payments. That's one thing about PayPal, is if they do pay you by PayPal or Facebook Pay and you leave the money in, you have the money stay to PayPal. If you hook the account, um, you can use PayPal to pay your Avon account. Um, So that is, another thing to keep in mind also is that you can use Facebook Pay or straight to Avon. So some things to keep in mind when you're doing that. Lots of options nowadays, guys. We have so many. And I know everybody's like, I don't like change, I don't like change, but some change. Some change, like being able to take payment anyway, that's a good thing, right? We like it when it's a good thing. So yeah, so that's a little bit on payments through apps with different ones. Didn't have anybody jump on. Everybody must be having a busy night. I know that my day has been a little busy, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this at a segment just on pay, and we will take another topic next time. How about that? And that way, when you guys are rewatching this, you guys can have just one payment. Sorry, my throat's been dry with a lot of talking. I faced that. Anybody else? Okay. So I'm gonna keep this at, we did good. So I hope you learned a little something with Monday with Margie. I hope you all have finished out the campaign, fantastic. And if you didn't, it's just a stepping stone. If this campaign didn't go the way you want, Wednesday is a new one, a new campaign, a new step, move forward and keep going. That's the important thing is that you don't stop.